Thank you guys very much. I appreciate that. Before I left the house tonight, I looked in the mirror and said out loud, without a hint of irony or sarcasm in my voice, "Now that's how you iron a goddamn shirt." And I was right. Despite those domestic skills, I'm a single guy. I have a lot of single friends. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate that. I'll take what I can get. I have a lot of single friends too, though. And a lot of them talk about having one-night stands. That's a big thing. But it's never been for me. I guess it's just not my style. Like, I've always had 2 nightstands, like one on each side of the bed. Put a lamp on each one. It'll basically double your bedside storage space, guys. I mean, just saying. But I did have a one-night stand one time, and maybe because of how it ended is why I don't do that anymore. Everything went fine in the bedroom area. The next morning, she's like, "Hey, you want a bowl of cereal?" I was like, "Absolutely." So she started to pour it, but then she poured in the milk first. That's the right reaction to that, absolutely. Yeah, that's like putting a condom inside the girl and then having sex with her. It's just completely illogical and gonna make a big mess. I've noticed something recently, though, with all the girls I've been interested in. They all have something in common. I guess you say it's like my thing. They all have boyfriends. But I've come up with a good strategy of kind of how to deal with that. Like, first, I'll befriend the girl, right? Like, get really close with her. And then I'll befriend the guy, kind of like gain his trust. And then, this is the best part, I have 2 new friends. Yeah, step 4 of that plan is actually where I die alone. But that's better than recently. I realized I've been getting turned down by the girls that I thought I was settling for. It's like, that's a sobering reality. To be like, we don't have that much in common. She's not really my type, but, I'll give it a shot, see what happens. She's like doing the same mental math in her head and just going, nah. It's like getting fired from that job you never wanted to begin with. It's rough. Do we have any couples in the audience, any relationships? Woo, good enough to do this joke, all right. I thought I was in a relationship once, and then I took her to a comedy show, and the comedian asked if there were any couples or relationships in the audience. And I was the only one who clapped. It's a rough way to find out, guys. But I guess my last real relationship lasted about 3 months, which was 2 or 3 months longer than it should have. Like, she was really sweet, nice and everything, but we just didn't have that, like, spark, chemistry, whatever you want to call it. But she did have a Tempur-Pedic bed. I don't know if you guys have slept in a Tempur-Pedic bed. It supports you in ways a woman never could. That joke's better if you sleep on it. That joke actually made me realize, have you ever seen a mattress store that wasn't having its grand opening or going out of business sale? Like, why is the mattress marketplace so volatile? I don't understand. Like, they have to be drug fronts. That's the only thing I can come up with. They're like real-life Los Pollos Hermanos. Watch Breaking Bad if you didn't get that. That's basically all I'm trying to do, is spread good TV watching across Las Vegas. Let's see. So yeah, I'm single. That means sometimes I have to watch pornography. That happens. But I'm at the right age. Like where the internet wasn't always a thing. Like, I remember being a kid, like me and my buddy were out playing in the woods one time, and we found a Playboy. And like it was all like waterlogged and dirty and everything. We were still so excited. Just like couldn't believe it. I just remember thinking like, man, like what are the odds? Turns out pretty good. Because like as I got older, every friend of mine had a story about finding porn somewhere in nature. Like regardless of geographical location. Like, oh yeah, dude, we used to find it by the river, in the desert. It's like, who's this humanitarian just littering the nation with porn? Because that guy deserves some sort of holiday, or at least a brand of lotion or Kleenex named after him. Johnson & Johnson? I don't know. Speaking of porn, where do asexuals get off? So 1, 2, 3, we get it. Girls who masturbate are so into themselves. That was a really delayed one. Despite their name, medicine balls do a lot more harm than good when thrown at sick people. I was watching a news story recently, a couple weeks ago, and they were interviewing someone after they finished a marathon. And the guy said, 2 years ago, a doctor told me I would never walk again. But look at me now. I'm like, that's like an amazing story of perseverance, overcoming adversity, or if a really shitty doctor. Because, not to take anything away from the guy, but how many more times do I have to hear about someone who was never supposed to walk again, who's walking again? I feel like that should be like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, maybe save that diagnosis for amputees or something. I don't know. But, well, thank you guys. This was absolutely fantastic. You guys are amazing.